Hunt Showdown is known for its steep learning curve, punishing combat system, and a permadeath mechanics that can ruin everyone's Friday night. Knowledge and a good team communication are only small part of your way to extraction with stacks of gold. Knowing what to do and what you shouldn't can cost you literally everything. Hi guys, I'm GamingBizzness, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot. So, without further ado, let's make your life in the bayou a little easier with 10 things you should know before you jump into a fight for your life in the swamps. Number 1. Accept death. I die, my friends die, my enemies die, and you're gonna die. A lot. Sometimes it's a zombie, a boss, a freaking explosive barrel, an annoying bug, and most of all, an enemy. Embrace it. Dying is an integral part of Hunt Showdown. It will make you tougher and it will force you to adapt. And overcome these challenges will feel much sweeter when you come out on top of your enemies. This game is satisfying mainly because of that very fact. Anyways, if it makes you feel any better, even the pros are dying left and right in this harsh game. So try to relax. You'll get to live another day eventually. Number 2. Walk of shame. There is no shame extracting early and empty-handed. Staying alive is key to cut financial and emotional loss. Knowing where you're down will save you a lot of frustration and will help you reorganize and take a breather until your next raid. At the end of the day, all that matters is staying alive. Dead hunters don't get paid. Remember that on your next raid. Know when your enemies have bested you and accept defeat in the battle but not in the war. You'll thank me later. Number 3. Don't get attached to your guns. You might know it by the name of gear fear, and I get it. Wins are few, so every gun you get feels like you must hold on for dear life. But at the end of the day, you need to realize that one way or another, you'll die in a fight sooner or later and it will be gone for good anyways. But as much as it's easy to lose your stuff, you can always loot better gear from your dead enemies. Furthermore, if you take bad gear into a raid just because of a gear fear, you probably lost anyways, which will lead to my next section. Number 4. Don't cheap out on your gear. Remember gear fear? Not taking the best gear will cost you your life, and even worse, it will potentially make you take a bad decision that you would normally avoid if you weren't afraid of losing your gear. And on top of that, making a mistake like cheaping out on meds and explosives. Most importantly, taking a loadout that you're uncomfortable with only will result in a bad performance on your end. Take at the very least one kind of explosives, grenade or a dynamite, and unless you got a death wish, going without a medkit and at least one syringe is a big no-no. Sure, it might bump up the overall cost of your hunter, but chipping out on the essentials will cost much more if you're dead. Number 5. How to earn quick blood bonds. Flexing on your friends with legendary gear is great. The problem is that blood bonds are a long process and a pain to earn, to say the very least. But there's an easy way to earn a hefty amount of them by doing trials. I know they're less attractive and even can feel like a chore, but it's very easy and the payout is very good. All you have to do is to play a solo game on an empty server in the trials menu 3 times. And when you're done, you'll be rewarded with a whopping 850 blood bonds, just like that. Normally, earning that amount of blood bonds just by grinding will take you ages. So, if flexing is your thing, don't miss out on this opportunity. Number 6. Being too careful with sound. Don't get me wrong, obviously if the enemy can't hear you, they probably can't kill you, and you must do your best to avoid any sound cues that can alert the enemy. But on the same note, I can't count the number of times I got headshotted just because I was trying to avoid a flock of crows by crouching or taking an unnecessary flank that got me killed eventually just because of an emulator. You can always fall back and reassess the situation if you spooked an AI, but dying quietly won't get you far. Again, you need to be alive to earn gold. Number 7. Plan ahead. It's not a must, of course. Rushing is an exceptional strategy if you know what you're doing, and you can catch a lot of teams by surprise, so play by your own strengths, of course. But on the opposite, strategizing and playing a route towards the boss lair and use the terrain to your advantage in advance will set you apart from most players. Anticipating what route your enemies will take or locating a supply point before you jump into a fight can be the difference between a successful raid and a bad day. It might sound obvious, but even I rushing too many times and paying for it dearly. So, please plan ahead. Number 8. Quick play has no risk. If you can't shake off your gear fear and you're short on money, quick play might be your thing. The cherry on the top is that it costs nothing, 0. You can lose as many hunters as you want and it won't cost you a dime. And to top things off, if you manage to win a game, you will get to keep the hunter with all of its guns and traits. Basically, you invest nothing and can still potentially win the jackpot. So it's a much more relaxing and less stressful mode since you virtually put nothing on the line. It's much easier to earn money this way, and you can't lose money if you don't invest money, right? Number 9. Underestimate melee attacks. Do not underestimate the power of a melee attack. It seems illogical and crazy to rush a guy with a knife or a machete when being shot at, but you'll be surprised by how many kills you'll actually get if you just try it. Sure, it's risky and you'll be better off with killing your enemies from a safe distance, but as a last resort, you should definitely use it. If you move left to right while you're rushing the enemy while holding the melee button, you'll be a terrifying and a tough target to hit, and most likely you will make them panic and do a mistake for you to capitalize on. I personally have quite a few kills with my melee weapons. It's satisfying as hell and rewarding also. It will definitely put a big smug smile on your face. Number 10. Learn from your mistakes. Last but not least, learn from each and every death or mistake you did. Whether it was your fault or not, dying is an essential part of the learning curve, and the ability to adapt and looking past the frustration and the harsh punishment is what will make you a better player at the end of the day. Plan ahead, know when to fall back even empty-handed, accept death, and don't forget to have fun. It's still a video game. Now you tell me, what is the most useful tactic you use in order to survive in the bayou? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys found this video useful and maybe even learned a new things or two, so you'll get to live to die another day. Don't forget to drop that like button if you liked the video or dislike it if you didn't, and subscribe to my channel for more content. And until next time guys, keep playing and have a great day.